Backpack killer. You see him? You see him? School you, school you. Yeah. Yeah.
Where is it?
I gave it to you.
Oh, man. Can I get down? Get on down. The news by Shanewz, man. This is the Source Experience. I got the board out for y'all tonight. I feel like dropping the gems. So the board is out. I'll show y'all the board. Hold on. Got the board out. You know, in case I feel like breaking some stuff down, you know. Because you know, hold on, let me throw my blockers on, man. A lot of you weirdos is lurking, right? One thing about the YTC, they can't hide no more. One thing about this YTC and this boxing talk and content creating, they can't hide no more, man. This is the Source Experience Friday Night Source. You know, you do have options. I see goofy business, clown businesses at an all-time high. You have guys set tripping on one another. We'll get to a little bit of that. But I gotta stay on code. I gotta stay on code. All right, y'all, I'm back. I had to mute the mic. Come on up in here, man. We're gonna continue to drop the heat. I just want to hear the levels. I just want to hear the levels. Once I hear the levels, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna touch up on a topic, right? Because you know I love to come on here and shake, rattle, and roll. You know, I want to come on here and shake, rattle, and roll, man. I'll give that like 2 seconds. The whole Floyd Mayweather Javante Davis thing. Cause I just think that shit is like, you know, circus, man. That shit is the straight circus, man. Let me check my levels, man. Let's see how the levels is sounding.
Remember that consumer location real time. What was your range?
Once I see the levels are good, I am going to turn up. We're doing a level check. How are we sounding? We're doing a level check. Yeah, the levels sound crystal clear, right? Now, as you can see, the board is in place, right? If I need to go to the board, right? but I don't think I'm gonna need to go to the board. But what I do want to do is this, right? I want to break this down, right? I want to break this down once again for y'all. Because this morning when I broke it down, I think it kind of went over your head, right? So I even did a short on this on Twitter, before they try to, shut my mic or mute my mic, right? Now, this is the post that I did, right? Let's refresh it. I'm going to show you the post that I put out. Smash the like button, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way tall and official. I watch a lot of content creators try to emulate and duplicate, but they can't be the source. You got to be in your own lane, man. Be in your own lane, right? One thing about me, I'm in my own lane. I have always been in my own lane. But I want to highlight my post right here. All right. And shout out to my man Ant Conquest said I was dropping the gems. As always, that's what I do. That's what I do. And I got the board up to even break it down even more, right? But if we look at this article, and I was highlighting this earlier, the fact that these guys over there are so programmed, right? That Al Heyman has these guys so programmed that, and nobody even wanted to speak on this. They're speaking on it now because once you know the source air shit out, it's out there. I push the line, cross the line, do all those things, right? So Earl Spence was so comfortable that he told on Al Heyman. But he probably didn't even realize he was telling on Al Heyman because, like I said, these guys are so programmed over there that he just figured that's protocol. But if you look at my tweet, right, I said Al done brainwash and program these dummies to the point where they are comfortable to say Al told him. He said Al told him. When you read the article, he says, received 10% of the guarantee per Spence, asserted someone named Al told him, look, you can't make this up. Earl Spence asserted someone named Al told him that paying James $350K for the Cora fight in exchange for his training services was generous. Whether the individual is Spence's longtime manager, Premier Box Champions head Al Heyman was not confirmed in the lawsuit. James' attorney and a lawsuit that no one named Al was present when James and Spence originally entered their agreement and alleged, man. So, when somebody else was telling me this, man, but we need to get some of these Texas guys in here because they said an oral agreement is Texas law or something. I don't know. We can look all that up if we wanted to, but I really don't want to. I just want to kick the sauce about why this guy was so comfortable, right? Yeah, he was comfortable and saying, Al told me. Al. Yo, these guys are programmed, bro. He like threw Al underneath the bus. Probably didn't realize. Well, he probably did realize, but like I said, these guys are so programmed that it doesn't even matter, right? It does not matter that you can use that charger.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my charger.
I know for that.
It's mine.
So yeah, use it. They're so programmed over there that it has no bearings that what he did. And I was waiting for other content creators to jump on it, but you know how they go. They don't want to speak on. I think they feel like anything that's going to I think they feel like if anything that is going to, make them look like what they are, unofficial, fake, snakes, these guys on this internet don't really like to report on. They don't like to report on these things, man. I say to myself, like, damn, why is that? Because the chicken have come home to roost. So now you guys don't want to speak on these things? But this is the news. This is an article in the boxing scene. I didn't make this up. I did not make this up, man. I read this article this morning. This is the article from the boxing scenes. Earl Spence told them that Al told him. Maybe Al didn't advise him to shut up. Maybe they're so programmed and brainwashed and so dumb over there. He thinks this is just normal protocol to always say, man, Al said, call Al. Call Al. Who? Call Al. Call Al. Call Al. Call Al. Call Al. They love to tell you to call Al. This time he just threw Al under the bus, man. Threw him under the bus. I'm like, damn, brother. Damn. I think DJ's gonna get paid, man. I think DJ is definitely gonna get paid now. I think DJ is gonna get paid. He's definitely gonna get paid, man. What he's owed. He's definitely gonna get what he's owed. Because I think when you read the article, Earl Spence kind of admitted to owing him that. So he definitely might get that, right? Now we're gonna stay all the way raunchy tonight, man. We're gonna stay all the way raunchy. But I just want to follow up on that because I put out a fire short on that, man. Fire, hell of a short on that, man. And I just want to load a little bit on that short that I put out on that. And I think my short is saying a lot on that, man. I'm going to play that real quick. And just let me know if you hear that. Yeah, remember when I used to come up in here with the bad equipment? It was the equipment, y'all. I can say that now. I got this new gaming laptop. It was the equipment. Look, I got this laptop right here. It was the news by Shanewz. Pull up, man. We live. Got the board out tonight. You know what that means? School is in session. School is in session. But pull up, man. We about to go live, man. I had to, get out the crib tonight. Source Studios, the news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. Pull up, man. Pull up, man. You do have options. You do have options. Yeah. The news. It's been a long time coming, but I know
A change gonna come. Let's see how solid and official you content creators are now. As to the boxing scenes report, Earl Spence was so comfortable to mention the fact that Al told him 350,000 was generous enough. So these guys have been so programmed by Al that whatever Al tells them is okay. And he told this to the courts, as the reports are showing. Are you guys going to report on this? Maybe Al should have told him to pay Derek the right amount. The news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I
What
know?
do I?
Got it.
Man, that is fire right there, man. That is fire. But we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna move on. Cause I think that pushed the line enough, man. You know, you got all of these guys. They can't hide no more, man. Y'all cannot hide no more. The chickens have come home to roost. The chickens have come home to roost, man. Yes, indeed. They have come home to roost. So you guys don't want to, EJ is standing on business, Al Heyman business. Al told him. Al told him. But I want to get some feedback on this right here. Jerron Ennis says he is most definitely Crawford's toughest opponent. He's Crawford's most toughest opponent. What do you guys feel about that before I go in? What do you guys feel about that? He is Crawford's most toughest opponent. What do you guys feel about that, man? Crawford is about to set the fight for the WBA belt, as well as appreciate that, good brother. He said, man, you and WCS be having me dying all the time. All facts, too. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. And I appreciate your comment on that video. When I dropped, it's been a long time coming. I appreciate that, man, with Earl Spence. Because these other guys, I give out souls, free gems. And these guys just be acting like, they can't read anymore. Or they don't see. That's why, my saying, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. They just act like, they don't know what's going on. But look, we are all in here working tonight. Look, let me, I'm double tasking, right? I'm at my desk. Look, I'm at my desk. I got my assistant on deck, CEO Messiah. We are all in here working. This is what we do. The news by Shanewz. I'm feeling my new setup though. You do have options. You do have options. But yeah, man, Jerron Ennis thinks he's Terrence's toughest opponent. But he fights at a weight class lower than Terrence. I think Jerron should just chill, do what he does now. You got major promotion. But like I said, when these guys get programmed,
Yes.
I think he's programmed what?
I found out a way how to sign up for programs.
So do it.
I am.
Okay. So I just think that he's still programmed thinking that he has to attach his name to Crawford now. You don't have to. You have the Crowley Crawley fight coming up for big money, over $3 million for yourself at home. Probably will sell out. Philly has been dying for a big fight at Wells Fargo. But you're still trying to attach your name to Terrence. Terrence is moving up to 154. Do you plan on moving up to 154? Or do you plan on conquering the welterweight division? Like, I don't get some of these guys, man. I don't get some of these guys. That's what I feel about that. Now, I did not tip you guys off to that I was going to talk about that because I've been, laying traps like a boxer. You know how a boxer comes out, you lay the trap. I've been laying traps, man. I watch a lot of your favorite content creators. I don't need to say their names anymore, but they've been trying to riff like me. But you can't riff like me because I'm not a character. I'm not an internet gimmick. In order to riff like me, you got to get in the game. And we're not in the same game. We never have been. Like I have my own lane, but the lane that you attempt to try to copy and emulate, you can't do it because you're a gimmick. I don't come on here with no gimmicks. See my board in the background? I can go to the board right now. You see I don't listen, I give it to you straightforward. Like that short. How I broke down what Earl Spence said. Al told him. The rest of you niggas don't even want to mention it because I guess it's Al. But if you watch what goes on over there, a lot of set tripping, a lot of because look at Floyd and Javante.
Email address, please.
My email address? Go with a pencil.
Have it. Just write it down.
A lot of set tripping over there, right? Because look at Tank Davis and Floyd today, right? Going back and forth about who's sweet and who's sugar. And it's, to me, that's what they consist of. The premier boxing champions consist of. A whole bunch of programmed Neanderthals, right? Now, this could be a marketing ploy to get the people talking, because everybody's talking about this, but it's like what is these guys do this shit all the time. Floyd and Tank. To be honest, they all do. It's like Love and Hip Hop. It's the Love and Hip Hop, but I'm not losing sight of that. I'm focused on the fights. I'm focused on the moves that are being made, and I'm definitely focused on you fakers, you fake content creators, man. The jig is up with a lot of you guys as well, man. Like, you can't, listen, and I'm not even going to say none of your names. I'm just going to catch y'all in traffic and then pull your coattails like, yo, brother, you stealing. I'll be like, yo, you stealing, Jack. You got something for that? Yeah, you didn't think I seen that? Do you got something for that, man? We don't take people to court. We see them in traffic and be like, yo, man. Yeah, how did my man say it in American Gangster? He said, yo, Blue Magic is a yeah, remember when he pulled up on Nicky Barnes, Frank Lucas? He said Blue Magic is like Coca-Cola. He said if you try to stash these bogus statements, but they gotta stop, man. I try not to slash man. I feel you, brother. I feel you, man. But I want to see boosters march on, right? If you get a Crawford fight, you get a Crawford fight. But you're at 147. Are you planning on moving up? You don't need to talk about Crawford no more. Your promoter, Eddie Hearns and them just want a purse bid for you. You're set to make over $3 million. Play your lane now. Play your lane. But you're mentioning Crawford. I seen that. I read the article a little bit. It's a good read. Read this article. Reading is fundamental. Now look at this. This is what I wanted to get to right here. And I was talking with a couple of people about this, right? Earl Spence sues Derrick James too. He says, argues pay was consistent. All right? Lance Pugmire wrote this. But this is the catch 22 with this, what I want y'all to catch, right? Earl Spence Jr. filed his own lawsuit against his longtime trainer, Derrick James hours before James' claim landed in Dallas County Civil Court. In Spence filing, the former unified welterweight champ declares he does not owe James any unpaid compensation. That contradicts James' claim that Spence owes him no less than $5 million for the trainer's verbal arranged 10% cut. Now, somebody told me that a verbal agreement is binding in Texas. I don't know. I'm gonna look into that. But he says this guaranteed purse money for a string of pay-per-view bouts, closing with Spence's ninth round TKO loss to Terence Crawford. While James claimed in his lawsuit that he was owed 10% of both the money promised Spence in his bout agreement and his pay-per-view proceeds, Spence argues in his April 17th lawsuit that the fighter only owed James a 10% share of his promoter consistent contract. Okay, this is gonna get good, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna have to open the books up, man. Spence lawsuit claims the Texas fighter who was trained by James as an amateur before reaching the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, the Spence would pay James a bonus for some, but not all of the fights to emphasize the value that Spence placed on their relationship. Now you see, he's trying to clean up the fact that he gave him $350,000. That's the bonus. You know, Al Heyman probably got on him like, "Yo, dog, why the fuck did you say my name?" Al told me. So now, because like I said, if you made 25 million, but you're saying you only made 2.5, he was only supposed to get 250,000, but yet you gave him 350. Then you text him or called him and said, "All right, I'm going to give you the other, 2.15, right? 2.15. That would make it 2.5 million. But I guess they told you, you put your foot in your mouth. So now you're backtracking. Let's just see how this is going to play out. But the interesting thing in this is, right? Look how the truth is coming to the light, right? Can y'all see this right here? Can y'all see this? Let me see. Let me look on my thing real quick. I just highlighted that. Oh yes, y'all can see it, right? I wanted to highlight this for the two people that's in here, right? I highlighted this because it says, well, I'm gonna read earlier, but Spencer's attorney, Jonathan R. Children, wrote in his claim, right, that, all right, well, let me read the first half of that first. Spencer James' oral agreement does not provide that James will be paid 10% of Spence's total fight revenue, such that Spence is not required to pay James 10% of the revenue tied to fighters generated from pay-per-view or otherwise. So basically, it's the stuff that I was been saying, like, he doesn't get the back end money. He gets whatever the contracted guaranteed purse was. But they're going to clear all of this up. But this is the part right here that I need some of these guys to come to the table. Earl Spence was he was a decorated Olympian, right? Remember, he talked about this. A lot of people wanted to sign him. I remember Jay Prince, Bob Arum, all these guys wanted to sign him. But he went with Al Heyman and fighting under Golden Boy at the time. But look at this. Spence affirms there was no oral agreement in place created when he turned pro in 2012. And he paid James $250 of his first $2,500 purse. So This was an Olympic guy, Olympian. His first pro bout, he only made $2,500. Does that sound right? Does that sound right? He made $2,500. Granted, it might have been a 4-rounder, but he only got paid $2,500. Not Al Heyman fighter getting paid that low. Granted, he was probably fighting under Golden Boy promotion, but $2,500 is low. I say that to say this. I just covered a fight card. Check this out right here. I covered a fight card in Greensboro, North Carolina. The main event fight was a 6-rounder, right? The opponent in the main event 6-rounder got double that. He got paid $5,000 as an opponent. So you mean to tell me Earl Spence? And this isn't the big times. Pay attention to what I'm telling you guys, man. This is why the real ones like myself and others that are really official, we're gonna enjoy this. The guys that come on here and talk boxing all the time and don't know what the fuck they're talking about, they've been out the loop. But this man just stated that he only made, well, they're stating that he only made $2,500 in his first ever fight, which is crazy to me. Crazy. That's why I highlighted that, man. As Spence fame increased, so did James. The Spence lawsuit read, as for the bonuses Spence gave one to James following his comeback win over Danny Garcia, following a crash of Spence's Porsche. It wasn't a Porsche in Dallas, but he did not deliver a bonus following the later unification victory over Cuba's Dennis Ugas. He says James accepted these payments with no complaints, according to Spence's lawsuit. James reported the lawsuit that Spence made $25 million to fight Crawford and produced a February text message that evidence which Spence appears to concede he owed James, like I said, another $2.15 million beyond the 350K he previously paid him. That was the bonus. He gave him $100K bonus, right? Spence's lawsuit claims that it wasn't until February, 6 months after the Crawford loss, that James requested to be paid 10% of the total revenue. Now, I wonder why that was. Did he get wind that EJ made more money? But listen to right here. This is where it gets tricky. The Spence lawsuit contends that James was given his proper 10% cut of the $25 million along with a $100,000 bonus. Now, check the vibes out, y'all. Now, since we are doing journalistic work over here, somebody's lying, right? And it's gonna come out, man. Because Earl Spence was the A side. Remember when this fight was signed, sealed, and delivered? They talked about both of these guys getting 8-figure guarantees. There's 2 people in here, man. The 2 people in here, you guys are getting the business. Give me that, what's the name? Right? Going to the board for y'all, man. The 2 that's in here.
I'm seeing.
All right. The July 29th fight, when they negotiated, it was put out that they was getting 8 figures 8 guaranteed, right? 2.5 million that Spencer's claiming that he got is what, y'all? 7 figures. That doesn't go with what was put out. What was put out was that they was getting 8-figure guarantees. If Earl Spencer's claiming that he only got a 2.5 million guaranteed, somebody's lying.
You wrote million.
No, I didn't. That's a G-U-R.
A million.
Huh?
Million.
No. M-I. It's an M. It's just how I'm writing it. But yes, 2.5 million is only 7 figures. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Can you go fill this up for me with some water out there? Thank you. That's why it's always good to have an assistant. Appreciate you. 8 figures is at least 10 million or better, right? 8 figures. 7 figures, 2.5. The math is off. The math is off. Did y'all catch that right there? Did y'all catch that source right there? He says, and consequence says, some lawsuits have more than one overall objective. Man, this is going to get real tricky. I like it, though. I'm liking it. I'm loving it, right? I'm loving it, right? Thus, the Spence lawsuit saying the standard course of performance between Spence and James occurred for the 29th time. Spence is grateful for James' longtime assistant, but is disappointed by James' recent attempt to overreach to try and abstain payment beyond the long-standing agreement and exceeding the scope of services that James provided Children's wrote in the lawsuit. Look, James is seeking an accounting for Spence earning in all the pay-per-views bouts, including his lucrative triumphs over Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter's, Danny Garcia, and Ugas. Spence counters by seeking $250,000 or less from James, along with attorney fees. Now, this is the interesting part. The books are going to have to get open. Call out, yeah. Call out. Yo, the books are going to have to get open because you see what DJ said. I'm going to go back to the board. I'm going to highlight this for y'all, right? Now y'all going to be like, damn, I knew this guy was more qualified than he puts on, right? Right here, look. Let me highlight it for y'all, right? Derrick James, somebody got in Derrick's ear. Somebody got in Derrick's ear. Derrick James wants to see the books now. Let me find out Derrick has been over there with Terrence and them. Derrick wants to see the books for, what's it say right there? Look, pay attention. Now, these other guys is on here talking boxing, they are talking gibberish. Oh, she put too much water in there, man. I bet you that ice is gone now. I had a lot of ice in there. Next time I'll tell you not to put so much water because the ice is going to be gone. But right here, he wants to see Mikey Garcia's payout, Sean Porter's, Danny Garcia, and Ugas, right? Now, I'm going to put a star by Danny's name. Look, Danny. Right there. Pay attention to that now. I'm going to go back up here. Check the vibes. Look. I'm going to highlight this. Pay attention to this now, right? As for the bonuses, Spence gave one to James following a comeback win over Danny Garcia. Right? He says he gave him one. That's why I highlighted Danny. Derrick James still does not trust him. Because look, right here, bring it back. James is seeking accounting for Spencer's earnings and all of his pay-per-view bouts. Danny Garcia's name is in that. But when we just looked at the article up ahead, Spence said that he gave him a bonus for the Danny Garcia win. Now, this is why I had the board out tonight, man. Because gems are being given out over here, man. Now, some of you other guys call out. Who? You do have options. Something ain't right, man. And this is going to give, the chickens are coming home to roost. Not only that, Earl Spence is suing Derek. He wants Derek to pay for his lawyer fees. Did you guys catch that? At the end of this, he's suing for $250,000 and for his lawyer fees. Man, this is going to get real good. And like I said, hopefully DJ does not fold. Don't fold, Derek. Go all the way with it now, man. This guy's really trying to scumbag you. And you know what? I'm just enjoying the show. I'm going to keep reporting on this. I may even come down here every time I do. That's why I came tonight with the board. Because this is an in-depth breakdown, right? And I could really go in depth on this, right? But I think this is good enough right here, right? This shows, yes, we need the discovery. Look, and that's what I'm showing you right here a little bit. And consequence, right? The inconsistencies. He said he made $2.5 million guaranteed, but it was reported that they was getting 8 figures guaranteed. $2.5 million is not 8 figures. So something's wrong right there. The books need to be open, right? Then he gave him a bonus for the Danny Garcia comeback fight. But yet, Derek still wants to see all of the books. But I thought you gave him a bonus. This is the source discovery, man. And I'm not even working that case. I'm not even assigned. But you know what? I am assigned. Because these are two scumbags who tried to fuck me over once upon a time. So now I'm on here just breaking down the facts that's being reported and pushing the line. Hopefully you are catching the source. The news by Shanewz. This is the source experience. Yes, it never gets old, man. It never gets old. What is that? What do we have?
Maybe there's a login things I could sign up.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 seats remaining for this one.
Huh?
There are 2 seats remaining for this one, and then nobody can sign up after.
Oh, so yeah, sign hard for some too. Sign hard for some as well. But man, this is going to get real good, y'all. This is what we need to be out here reporting on, right? And consequence. But these, and I say this respectfully, these Neanderthals want to talk about Floyd and Tank, and Bill and Floyd being a hater. No, you know why they don't want to talk about nothing official? Because they're not official. They want to talk about gossip and bullshit. No, talk about what I just broke down. If July 29th, they were guaranteed 8-figure guarantees. 2.5 million is not an 8-figure guarantee. That does not add up. That does not add up. They were guaranteed 8 figures. We can pull up the receipts right now. Watch this. Watch this. Watch me pull this up right now. Watch me pull this up. and I'm gonna go to a couple different websites for y'all, right? Now, Essential reported that they made 10 million each. That's 8 figures, right? That coincides with the 8 figures, right? But what I'm going to do, I'm telling you, look,
And how do you spell your name?
well, what are you trying to,
With
my
a M?
email?
Yeah, with an M at
No,
the
no,
end?
no.
Or N?
The email is with an N.
Okay. So,
It's written down
I
right
didn't know
there.
if it was that N.
I want to get a credible site though. I want to get a credible site. All right, this site is more credible right here. Because Essential, I don't deem them to be that credible. I wanna go to a credible site that reported the 8 figures for y'all. Because this guy said he made 2.5 million. That's not an 8 figure. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man. Right, I don't want to put Bud in this, right? But because Bud is really not. He's not part of this lawsuit, but he is, right? And I didn't want to put Bud in the mix, right? But remember, they got a 50-50 split, right? Pay attention to this. This is how because I'm not gonna use Essential, but I'm gonna give y'all the Earl Spence and them is full of shit, man. He's in trouble, bro. He's in trouble, and I'm gonna tell you why he's in trouble. Um, all the negotiations that went on for this fight, right? Earl Spence is alleging that he only got guaranteed $2.5 million, which is so bogus, right? That means Terrence got $2.5 million, which he did not. There's no way Terrence took the fight for that, right? And you know why? Why would Terrence take a $2.5 million guarantee when he fought Sean Porter for $6 million guaranteed? Do y'all remember that? And he fought Sean Porter um, for one belt, his belt. But he's going to fight Earl Spence for $2.5 million guaranteed. Now they made 8 figures. The guarantee was 8, and then when all hit the fan, it ended up being like 25 million. So Derek, stand tall, Derek. They're probably gonna hush you up. But Derek, you just got paid well with Ryan. If you feel you are owed $5 million and you want to see the books, by all means, you started the process. Do not fold now, brother. But they're gonna get to you. Because if they go by what you just said, what I highlighted right there, and they got to show you Ugas,
Yes.
Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, all these fights, they don't want to do that, man. Look how they looking right now. They're in turmoil right now. He said it was reported EJ admitted he lied about the amounts. Yeah, I did. I broke that down this morning. And consequence. This is just the follow up tonight. Because I'm at the spot, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm at the spot, man. We might go do some Uber Eats after this. You want to go do Uber Eats
Okay.
and make a couple dollars? Yeah, we might get out of here and go do some Uber Eats. It's Friday night, man. It be rocking out here. Make a little bit of change, right? Make some change, man. Get up out of here, man. Because I think I nailed my sauce, man. But if anybody wants to come on real quick, because, I am in my office. This is my other office. you do have options. You do have options. This is my other office here, man. He said, I told you them niggas, yeah, they Bernie Madoff ass niggas. They scammers, bro. They scammers and frauds. But look, God don't like ugly. That shit is hitting the fan now. You see why I titled this, The Chickens Have Come Home to Roost. The chickens have come home to roost, man. And look, I broke it down for y'all at the board tonight. Man. I had the board out, man. Now that y'all see, like I said, these guys ain't in my lane, man. They attempted to try to jump in my lane and act like they do a lot of the things that I do. The only thing that you guys do that I do is this: come on and blog. And some of you guys are very nice at that. But other than that, when it does breaks down other things in boxing, you guys don't even do the media work that I do, man. Let alone the other shit, marketing, coming up with ideas, innovative, catchy things. And you guys don't do it, man. You guys are so caught up on the wrong views and trying to manipulate. Like, you know what you guys do? And I paid attention to this, and me and my team were laughing at this now. You guys try to steal the way I blog and present that. Shout out to WCS highlighting the other guy, how all of a sudden he got a soundboard. He fell for the trap. Look, I laid the trap on him. I was blinded him, and then I came like that. Look, I blinded him, then I came like they fell for the trap. I was putting it out there like Cousin Roy said, nice and soft. I walked him right into it. Look, then that came right there. I walked him into it, man. Real soft. I was throwing it out there real soft. He jumped on a soundboard. Why don't you jump on a spot? Fuck a soundboard. Get out of your pantry and get a spot, man. You're making all these boku dollars. They're refreshing your super chat. Rent you out a spot now, brother. And you other guys that be trying to steal my moves and shit, the jig is up with y'all too, man. Y'all gonna be sick in a second when I really start playing y'all game and I run the numbers up. But I think when you do the right thing and you get hitters to scream your name and you don't do no numbers, it exposes the game. Because how do I have 3 people in my thing, but yet my name is being mentioned? My name is being mentioned. Yes, Bernie Madoff, man. These guys are schemers, and consequence, they are schemers. And look, the scheme is right here. This guy's trying to get his lawyer fees paid. That's why, Derrick James, do not fold, man. Do not fold. He's countersuing you for only the money that he paid you, right? Then he paid you $350,000. So he wants that, a little under that, and you to pay his lawyer fees. He knows he's up Shit's Creek, man. He knows he's up Shit's Creek, man. He told on Al, man. Did y'all see that? My short? Let me go back to my short, man. Let me close this one. Go to my short, man. He told on Al, man. This guy, Earl Spence, can't hold water, man. This guy can't hold water, man. He told on Al. Look. Don't believe me?
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Let's see how solid and official you content creators are now. As to the boxing scene's report, Earl Spence was so comfortable to mention the fact that Al told him $350,000 was generous enough. So these guys have been so programmed by Al that whatever Al tells them is okay. And he told this to the courts, as the reports are showing. Are you guys going to report on this? Maybe Al should have told him to pay Derrick the right amount. The news. by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know? Got it.
Yeah.
It's been a long.
Man. That is crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't think they wanted the books to get open, man. Because remember when Terrence wanted to see the books, Al didn't want to see him no more. Mm, man, man, oh man. What time is it, Si? Let's
7:25.
7:25. Oh, I got an update. The trucker hats are going for $35. After production costs and everything, 35. They will be available. They're getting stitched up right now. $35 for the hats. And when I get them all, don't worry, I'm gonna do a nice display down here. I'm gonna lay them all out for y'all. Christopher White, do not worry, yours is free of charge. I'll get a shipping address from you for Vegas, and you will get that black one that you want. But for the others, yes, it's gonna be $35 plus shipping and handling. They're fire. We went to the spot today, right in the side. There you go with me,
Yeah.
showing them how to, cost efficient and, you know, business. You cut out the middleman, right? That's what I did, right? Now, all of the things, the only thing that I'm paying for right now is the seamstress, the tailors, right? I went and got my own hats. I got my own patches. Too bad I don't have the sewing machine myself, but maybe I'll get into that one day too. But those will be on the market. And Christopher, yours is, you already know, Chris, you've been contributing. This is the least I can do for you is patch you in. You will be patched in with an official hat, and it's time. If you know me, you know me, man. I always had the merchandise from the Jackal Fitness days. I just fell back because these guys try to tarnish my image and name. But shout out to Bill. Bill bigged me up. One player to another player, man. When Bill Haney screamed the sauce, I knew it was time. Because Bill didn't scream my name like these guys to disrespect me. Bill said my name to give me my flowers. Because Bill heard all my content that I was putting out. And, I stand on business. Shout out to WCS in the building. WCS, what's going on with you?
What's going on in the news about Shanewz, man? Shout out to you, man. You was on here cooking, so I just wanted to drop in before I go live and everything, man. Show support as always. We getting closer and closer. You know what I'm saying? To understanding what the truth is. The truth is, like you said, they don't want to hold him accountable.
No.
Just like you mentioned, Errol Spence, he acted and sounded like he was snitching.
He did.
Like
He
he was
did.
snitching on Al Heyman.
He
You
did.
know, before they had the names in they had the clause in the contract where they had to say, first of all, I want to thank Al Heyman, my Lord, my King, your Savior, my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now Errol say, hey, Al said 350,000 was reasonable. You know what I'm saying?
Generous. Generous.
That was generous right
Yeah.
there. So don't blame me. That's what
Mm,
Al said.
yeah. But they didn't, combat, they did not report on that. I don't think they read that in the article. They didn't read that in the court work. They did not read that.
And they didn't even say his last name for a
Yeah.
man with the position of power that he has. They just referred to him as Al.
Ow. Yeah.
Al.
But did you catch this? I know you caught it because you read right the printed lines and all that. Did you catch the part where the lawyer said, "Well, Al wasn't there when Derek and Earl made their arrangement."
Oh yeah. Because it was a verbal. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? It was a
Yes.
verbal. That's why they get paid the big bucks, man. To be
Yeah.
smart asses. For real.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved it that. I said, man, these guys don't even know what's going on, man. They letting them know. Just the Pooba slipped up right here, man. I guess the Pooba didn't advise him correctly, right?
I
Because
guess.
like you said, Al, whoever Al is, wasn't
Whoever
there.
that is. Yeah, he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? That attorney was showing us that he passed the bar. He's
Hmm.
also a smart ass. He meet the smart ass requirements.
Yeah.
And he's not afraid to talk his shit, man.
Nah, at all. I was like, oh, I like that.
Did you I wanted to ask you about this clarification too, because I don't too much get into the numbers and all that like you do, but it's also was out there that Errol Spence was saying that Derrick James rated 10% of his guarantee and not his overall purse. He
That's
said,
you, but that's usually the bonding contract. That the fighter trainers, they don't get paid the back end. They get paid the
correct,
guarantee.
correct. That's why I brought it to your attention, right? So if that
Yeah.
is indeed the case, that Arrow saying Diddy James only rates his guarantee, so the 350 would be about right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if he was guaranteed the 2.5, but yet
Yeah.
he got 20 million, whatever he got,
Yes.
Derek
But
is trying to say that Arrow owes him for the overall purse,
for the back
and
end, yeah.
also it's been put out there that Diddy James said that Arrow hasn't paid him all his money from the Mikey Garcia fight.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All
Danny
the way up.
Garcia, Danny Garcia, and
Yeah.
Ugas. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. But I want to speak on this, right? Um, it was reported, man, and I didn't want to use the essential because I have the essential article, but I don't really deem them to be that credible. But 2.5 million, where Earl Spencer's alleging that was his guaranteed purse is only seven figures.
Mm-hmm.
But before the July 29th fight, it was reported that him and Crawford made a guarantee of eight figures. Eight
Yeah.
figures is at least 10 million and better, not
Yeah.
2.5. So
10 plus.
something
Yeah.
is something's not right.
Something is funny.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know if the
then
money's funny or them telling the truth is funny.
I just think Earl Spence admitting, right? And if you know the court documents, he's admitting February 17th, and he knew the number. Like this, he said, yeah, I gave you 350K.
Mm-hmm.
What do I owe you? 2.15 million? How would you know what you owed and agreed to pay that, but did not have the liquid funds if you only was supposed to give him 250,000?
Can you do me a favor? Can you kind of explain what the liquid funds mean? Because we're talking to YTC listeners,
Oh,
and there are some people out here that is extremely rich, but they may not have liquid funds. Could you explain that, please?
yes, he
Could you
did not
explain that?
have he did not have the bag. If you say he's going to the strip club, Earl and these guys are the big spenders, right? He didn't have the liquids, the funds. He
Damn.
couldn't wire the money, or the money might have been tied up in the ranch, or the
Mm.
horses, or the real estate, or maybe even the jewelry. Him and his boyfriend. I mean, not his boyfriend, his boy. Yellow Beezy got the big trunk jewelry. So,
Yeah.
it might have been tied up.
Oh, thanks for clarifying that because I wasn't quite sure. So many people that is on the YTC that says they have the bag. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they have so much to go with the bag. Rentals, luxury rentals, and when they supposed to be inside the arena trying to cover the fight, But it's good to clarify that. So it's fair to say that Errol Spence did not have the liquid funds to basically um, pay off Derrick James, the remaining. But it is fair to say that Turk Al Sheik, if he was coming over here to go to the strip club, he would have the liquid funds.
Him, for Canelo too, right? Remember that was the issue with Canelo when he walked away and came back. They found the liquid funds to wire into his his account. But apparently Earl didn't have it for Derek. He told me he was going to get it, and I'm trying to use a term that the YTC could relate. He ran off on the plug. How's that? You guys get that? He ran off. He said, "Yo, I got the work. I'm going to get it," and he ran off. Maybe you guys understand that term better. He told Diddy, "I got you. I'm going to get it right now." And Diddy said, "All right, cool, man. This is all right, man. That's all. I just want to result to me." He said, "No, I got you, Derek. I got you." And he ran off on the plug. He didn't pay him.
Speaking of running, I'm like, okay, so if Derek is saying that, he was not properly compensated for Garcia, Sean Porter, Yadenis Uz, and Danny Garcia too. Mike Garcia, Danny Garcia. Then why isn't he suing for $5+ million? Because, like you said earlier, Errol Spence is suing for Diddy James to pay, the attorney fees and everything else. Yeah. But initially, when this word broke, it was that Derrick James was gonna sue in excess of $5 million, but he's not. I don't think that is the paperwork. I don't think he's suing for $5+ million.
He's suing for his. I don't want to call it his back end, but what he believes he's owed, $2.15 million, and he wants to see the books because rightfully so. Because if this man you feel cheated you on this fight, how many other fights did he cheat you on?
Yeah.
But hey, what do I know, right?
But how can you get cheated that many times? And I mean, who is doing his books? Who is doing Derek books? Derek. If Derek is doing his own books, I can see how he got cheated that many times.
He ain't getting it like that, man. He don't understand. But I think Ryan Garcia, kind of came in there and threw the monkey wrench in, man.
Well, Ryan put it out there already. That Shanewz that he paid Diddy James more than EJ, and he's giving him lesser time than EJ.
That's what sparked this, man. Nobody wants to talk about it. I think we just broke the code right there, man. That's what this really pertains to, because I think with AJ, he wasn't too alarmed, because remember AJ's a heavyweight. Heavyweights get the big money, but Ryan, on the other hand, is not a heavyweight. Ryan,
well, he's walking around at 140 like he's a heavyweight, and with the pay that he's making with no belts and everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's walking around like he getting paid heavyweight money now.
Yeah, he gave Derek a heavyweight trainer's cut. And had Diddy looking at EJ a little funny. Like, man, I ain't get this with EJ. We did about 4 or 5 pay-per-views. I never seen this.
Yeah, he did, man. That shit crazy, man. Why can't we all just pay our debts? Goddamn, instead of just getting a loan, can we pay our debts to black people? Damn.
Pay our debts, man. Why do the brothers always gotta try to short cheese each other, man?
For real, man.
I stressed that yesterday. I said, damn, these guys were down for 28 fights together. 28. The 29th, when you got the biggest bag, which was not a 7-figure guaranteed. It was reported. It was an 8-figure guarantee. But yet now you're talking about you made 2.5 million. That's impossible. Terrence Crawford did not make 2.5 million, man.
Nah.
Terrence Crawford did not fight you for a guaranteed of 2.5 million. So you
No
mean
way,
to
man.
tell me you fought Terrence for less money than what Terrence got paid, and you had all the belts? I know you did say you gave in some concessions, but I don't think you gave in no concessions like that, man. Please, Derek,
Nah.
do not settle. Stay up, Derek, because the shit is gonna hit the fan. These guys been lying, man.
Mm.
Should have just paid that man. Or
They
should have
should have.
just paid that man.
I just want them to, stop being cowards, man, and speak about Errol Spence, how he's bad for business and everything. Keep the same type of, tune that you had when you was all up on here talking about he's moving funny and he does bad business. Y'all are not even holding yourselves in an honorable position to say, let me stand up and hold Errol Spence accountable for what he's doing to Diddy James right now. Because
Not at
if it's
all.
indeed true, he's supposed to pay that man his money.
Yeah.
And
None of
then for
these, none,
Diddy to speak on all these fighters where he wasn't compensated, but you stayed there and trained the man.
Yeah, you see what they reported the first fight, which was mind boggling to me. He was paid $250. Earl Spence only made 2,500. I'm like, what?
Wow.
No way. I'm like, man, I just
Not the
came.
great Spence. The great Spence never could get paid
Yo,
2,500.
I just came from a Greensboro card, and the B side opponents was making more than that, man. The B
Wow.
side opponents. So this guy got paid as an Olympian. Remember, he was
Yeah,
an
as an
Olympian.
Olympian, but there might have been some deductions because that was one of the worst Olympic teams for the males, and in recent history. So I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying they could have did some deductions with the pay.
It looks like it. 2,500, man, for a pro debut for an Olympian. Man, maybe that's why these guys move the way they move, man.
Yeah.
You know, they've been living a fraud life for a minute, man.
I'm still waiting on not to switch lanes and everything. I'm still waiting on Bill to, actually jump on your panel, because I believe you and him have a pretty good conversation. He used your name for free. So at least he can, jump on the panel and have a boxing conversation with you, since he respects, what you're doing out here in these streets enough to say the sauce.
Oh yeah, he
You know
said
what I'm
I was
saying?
he said I was popping it, man, for the culture, or attempting to. I don't know, whatever that means, man. I
Yeah.
think those guys that he aligns himself with on the YTC, they the ones popping it and attempting for the culture, you know. But hey, what do I know? But if you are listening, Bill, which most likely you are, your people's, will pass this on to you. You do have a guy over there that we got our eye on. He wasn't impressed with us, a long time ago. And we're still not impressed with him either. And then, maybe we could dance it out. And the most impressive be the one standing when the smoke clears.
Yeah, I want to see that fight. And I think, Jahaj should put in for a concession. When Amari Jones lose, Jahaj is able to cut that rat tail off the back because we don't wear that shit no more. Period. So so we need to cut that off the back, and he shouldn't be allowed to wear that like it's cool. We ain't doing that, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. He wasn't impressed with Jihad, man. But he still hasn't fought an opponent that comes close to Jihad, man. On Jihad's resume, but
Nor
he
have we
wasn't.
seen Amari fight an opponent that was equal to greater than him, and that opponent hasn't been the same since he stepped in the ring. I mean, opponents that Amari is in there with, they go to Disney World after the fight. You know what I'm saying? They go on vacation, they chill, they relax, they're good.
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact, and they get that Lawrence Cole treatment. Of, and a lot of his fights get waved off to me a little too early. A little too early.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your sister at?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Hey, but I'm gonna jump off, man. I'm gonna go live, man.
Yeah. I'm about to wrap it up too. We're gonna get out of here and get something to eat.
Yeah, shout out to the fam, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll chop it up again. Shout out to the ones in the chat, the supporters. Y'all continue to support this channel, man. You're doing big things, man. Salute, brother. We'll talk.
Salute to you too, WCS. Appreciate you pulling up.
No.
Shout out to World Combat Sports coming through. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up too. I do want to go get a bite to eat. Maybe do a couple Uber Eats. You want to do some Uber Eats? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. It should be rocking right now. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with the Uber Eats, man. Make a couple dollars, maybe a couple of trips here and there.
Wait.
Okay.
21615002368.
That was a good one. Nice little tip right there we got. That was cool too. All right. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Shout out to Ant Conquest and WCS pulling on up. Oh my God, I gotta break down this equipment, man. I gotta break down this equipment. 3, that's not bad at all. I'm about to screenshot this to my wife and say, nah. Look what we got. Look what we got. 3 trips, that's it. That wasn't bad. But yes, we are out of here. Oh, here they come now. Here comes Coach. What's Coach Ring got going on?
Just using your headphones.
Huh?
Just using your headphones.
All right, we about to wrap it up. You want to close this out, Coach, since you're pulling up now?
I had 100-something minutes. Yeah, she had 187 minutes when you're only supposed to have 60. It was crazy.
It worked out for you. All right. Yes, we are going to wrap it up. We was waiting for you. We're gonna go get some chow. This is the Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. But hey,
What do I know?
what do we know? Got it.
Please.
You do have options. Oh yes, there we go. I told you it was gonna get popping. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see if we want this one. Oh yeah, we're taking that. Did we get it? Oh man. Yes, we got it.
Let's go.
Yes. We're out of here, y'all. You see how quick the money goes off? This is the Source
Experience. But hey, what I know.
What do we know? Got it. Peace out, good brother. Appreciate all the support. You know the vibes. We're holla.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey. Thank you.
Yeah, she said hi, Narina.
Hi.
She said hi, Nasaya. Hi, Narina.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuamokailoa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.